Get ready for a new MMORPG from the creators of Terra. World of Warcraft's Shadowlands now has a new release date. Dota 2 kicks off its legendary Halloween event Diretide, and it seems like Atlas Reactor is getting raised from the dead. Well, sorta. What's good, everyone? James Blonde here with your weekly recap for gaming news and announcements of the week of October 30th, 2020. And starting out the news this Halloween week, Krafton and Kakao Games have released a new trailer this week for Elyon, an upcoming MMORPG from the creators of Terra. The showcase went over some of the game's key features, like character customization through skills, a full action combat system, and a focus on guild and faction-based PvP wars. They've also announced the game is launching on December 10th in Korea. While there's no release date for North America or Europe yet, Kakao Games is already prepared to publish it in the West once it's ready. Meanwhile, GameAgo has announced the upcoming early access of its Atlas Reactor spin-off, Atlas Rogues. If you don't remember, Atlas Reactor was a free-to-play turn-based tactical game from Tryon Worlds that was generally well-liked. Unfortunately, it was shut down by GameAgo last year because it was deemed unable to sustain itself. Looks like they didn't want to let the IP go to waste, though, because they're preparing to enter early access for Atlas Rogues on November 18th. The game will be turn-based, roguelike PvE with 4-player co-op, but it won't be free. A full launch is planned in 2021 on Steam and Glyph. And if you happen to be a fan of roguelike games, Undungeon Arena has officially launched on Steam today. Best part? It's free. Take charge of a gladiator and fight your way through hordes of enemies in arena combat, learning the secrets along the way. The game is based on Tiny Build's Undungeon, and the launch also includes a new character, Marduk. Did I mention the game is free? Definitely worth checking out on Steam today. Next up, if you've ever been on the fence about trying Astellia online, now might be a great chance to check it out. The community managers for the game have released a code for 7 free days of game time on the official forums. Keep in mind, you have to sign up for the game through their website and not via Steam to redeem the code. But it is valid from now until November 11th. So while there's plenty of time to join, it will also be over before you know it. So check the link down below to get started. After an unexpected delay right before its original launch date, World of Warcraft Shadowlands finally has an updated release date. Again. Now launching on November 23rd, Blizzard has launched a brand new story trailer, giving a chilling look into what's actually happening to Azeroth in this expansion. You can still pre-order on the World of Warcraft website to be able to get into the game as soon as possible. Next up, Ninjala, Switch's free-to-play brawler from Gung Ho, has kicked off its Season 3. A new season means new content, of course. This time around, you can check out the new Croissant Arena, a French-themed stage that includes a new drone monitor to find out where drones may spawn, 2 new weapon types, the second chapter of Story Mode, and Spectator Mode top out this new season. There's also a musical collab to kick it off as well. Also this past week, Paladins has launched its Vora's Pact update, introducing the 46th champion, Vora the Harbinger. Vora uses high mobility, damage over time skills, and extra utility to make her an interesting flank champion. The update also gives a complete visual rework of the Frozen Guard map, keeping the layout while improving the map quality and readability. These both come with a soft reset of ranked and various balance changes. Of course, there's also a new battle pass, the Arcane Pact, which brings witches, bear kings, and dark elves to the game, plus over 100 various rewards. As always, there's a free track, plus an unlockable premium track to top it off.
And I will be its herald.
Speaking of which, Apex Legends Season 7 is shaping up to be pretty huge. First you have the new map Olympus. The city in the clouds proves to be challenging. It is a long ways down after all. Next up is the new legend Horizon. When you can claim to have escaped a black hole, gravity is just relative to you at that point. Vehicles more your thing? The all-new Trident will help you and your whole crazy crew zip across the map in no time. This is all well and good, but starting Season 7, Apex Legends will now be available on Steam, and all of your progress will carry over between versions. That alone is huge. All of this plus clubs and an all-new Battle Pass arrive on November 4th. The KDA comeback is hot this week with League of Legends fans, and to top off their hot new hit single More, their new guest star Seraphine has arrived in the game as a playable champion. Seraphine, called the Starry-Eyed Songstress, has a passive that grants an echo to every 3 basic abilities used, plus a note buff that gives her additional range and damage. She's a solid support with the ability to shield and speed buff her allies, as well as slow and charm her allies. Perfect kit for a pop star. But speaking of MOBAs, Dota 2 is in the news this week with its Halloween event, Diretide. This event features a best of 5 showdown, where players collect and steal taffy to feed Roshan. You can also earn Diretide points by playing the Diretide mode or regular matches, with every 100 points earning special themed rewards. There's over 75 treats to collect, so make sure you get started playing so you can unlock your favorites. In Black Desert Online, players can uncover the mysteries of Mischievous Jack in the game's new Halloween festivities centered in the village of Florin. In addition to limited time quests, players can also earn a skill EXP buff from a randomly appearing mysterious knight, buy other buff items from the vendor Kerwin, and find new seasonal costumes in the Pearl Shop. BDO has also added a new permanent Dream Horse mount, the mythical Arduinout, for mount collectors to chase after. Also in the news this week, GWENT has begun its Halloween event, Saovine, which runs until November 3rd. This short-term event gives players a treasure chest each time they win a match, which can contain or meteorite powder or the limited event card back, border, portrait, or player title. The game's store will also have a few special offers, including a customizable skin for Shroop, the troll, and a ghost skin for Cleaver. But finally, to wrap up our Halloween gaming plans, let's reveal this week's free games on the Epic Games Store. This week you've got 2 horror games, of course. First up, there's the serious and dark Blair Witch, based on the found footage horror film, which happens to also just get released on Oculus VR this week. That's gotta be pretty creepy. And if you want something more lighthearted, the other free game is Ghostbusters, the video game remastered. A repolished version of the original Ghostbusters game released 11 years ago in 2009. But with that said, that's about it for all the major news and announcements for this week. Be sure to stay safe and keep your families healthy. Like always, you can find more information on the news topics linked in the description below. Feel free to discuss the news or even more news in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, wash your hands a bunch, hit that little bell icon to get notifications, and of course, share this video. But until next time, guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm James Blonde. See you out there, gamers.